In Austin, I'm Mark Mullins. Austin police say new advances in DNA technology helped solve the 1991 yogurt shop murders. Investigators collected every piece of evidence they could at the time, including DNA swabs, but the technology back then was limited. The recent breakthrough came from samples taken from under the fingernails of 13-year-old Amy Ayers, one of the 4 victims. Now detectives say that same technology could help solve countless other cold cases. Isabella Basco takes a closer look at how it works and what it could mean for future investigations.
For Detective Daniel Jackson, the lead detective on the yogurt shop murder since 2022, he's sorry for the amount of time it took to solve the case. The brutal killings took the lives of Jennifer and Sarah Harbison, Eliza Thomas, and Amy Ayers. But
we're here now, and Amy's final moments on this earth were to solve this case for us. It's because of her fighting back.
Jackson credits advancements with a process called YSTR testing, which looks at genetic information on only the male chromosome. Samples taken from under Ayers' fingernails during her autopsy were retested and produced a YSTR profile linked to a male in 2004. It wasn't until August of this year that more testing found a match to Robert Brasher's from a 1990 murder in South Carolina.
It matched so that it's 2.5 million to 1 that it's likely Robert Brasher's underneath Amy's fingernails than it is to an unknown individual.
Dr. Robert Fury, the chair of forensic science at St. Edward's University, says advances in DNA testing are mind-blowing. Still, he says the bigger issue is properly addressing these kinds of cases involving sexual assault.
You have boxes and boxes of rape kits that are just sitting there, and there's not enough money to go in and do this kind of work with all of those kits. And I think there needs to be a concerted effort to do that.
For Angie Ayers, who is the wife of Amy's brother, Sean Ayers, she now makes a plea to law enforcement to use the technology to solve more cases.
This system has got to change. We have got to do better for the victims. To my sister-in-law, Amy Ayers, I am so honored to have fought next to you. But you can rest easy now, sister. I've got it from here.
That was Isabella Basco reporting. Investigators say a bullet casing left at the scene also matched an unsolved murder in Kentucky. Georgetown police say the suspect connected to a triple homicide is now in custody. 26-year-old Raul Franco Jr. is charged with capital murder after 3 people were shot multiple times, including an 8-year-old girl. Police say 34-year-old Alonza Hawkins, 39-year-old Denisha Brooks, and 8-year-old Olivia Brooks were found dead inside an apartment on Luther Drive back on September 13th. Investigators say Franco is the adult son of Brooks's roommate, who was not in Texas at the time. Police say they identified him as a suspect using interviews, video, and physical evidence. They believe he was known to the victims and it was not a random act. Austin ISD could generate money to deal with its deficit by selling the naming rights to some facilities. The district and the Austin Ed Fund announced a new effort to let businesses and organizations buy those naming rights. Now groups can chip in to buy naming rights at these 6 facilities that serve the entire district: the AISD Performing Arts Center, House Park Field, Nelson Field, Burger Stadium, the Delco Center, and the NOAC Sports Complex. A lot of high school football teams play at some of those facilities. The district will also offer groups the chance to buy up the naming rights to individual spaces within those facilities, like press boxes, for example. AISD and the Ed Fund say proceeds will go directly to education programs and operational expenses. District leaders floated this naming rights idea last November as Superintendent Matthias Segura talked about a variety of ways that the district could raise money to deal with its deficit.
But we have built up a strategy that we think we could execute that would help identify funds, most notably for the centralized facilities. And if at some time in the future and appropriate, we would extend that to other facilities.
All potential name changes would have to be approved by the AISD board. The Austin Police Department is launching a new initiative to crack down on car burglaries and property crimes at city parks. APD announced a joint partnership with the Travis County District Attorney's Office and the Texas Department of Public Safety. The initiative would include coordinated enforcement, prosecution, and prevention efforts. APD leaders did not specify whether this means a larger law enforcement presence around Austin's public parks. Austin police are also reminding people about a few ways to protect themselves from vehicle burglaries. Keep your doors locked, hide valuables, and park in well-lit areas. You can also use anti-theft devices like steering wheel locks or alarms, and be aware of your surroundings. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, one of Austin's most popular coffee shops is run by two brothers from Colombia. In 4 years, Desnudo Coffee has grown from a fold-out table at a farmer's market to 3 trucks that draw long lines on weekends. Adam Bennett shows us the founder's journey from corporate employees to business owners.
Order for Elena.
Even at lunchtime on a Tuesday, the grind doesn't stop at the Desnudo Coffee Trailer on Weberville Road in East Austin. Juan Trujillo started it in April of 2022 with his younger brother Sergio. During COVID, Juan was working finance in his native Colombia. Sergio was doing high-end builds in LA. Both wanted something new. Their plan? Open a bakery.
Give yourself 2 years to try something that really interests you, and if it fails, it's okay, you will learn, and then you can go into law school when you're 30.
Juan learned coffee making from scratch. Sergio visited several cities, including Austin.
The minute he came in here, he said, this feels like the right place.
They moved here in September of 2021, driving DoorDash to pay the bills and learn the city. Juan brought coffee beans from Colombia in his backpack.
We applied to all the farmers markets in town. Most of them would say no, but one said yes.
Later, at another farmer's market, one of the owners of Veracruz All Natural told them about an open spot next to their taco truck.
Yeah, inside we prepare everything, and
the brothers bought and fixed up this trailer, opening within a month, and shifted their focus from baked goods to coffee.
Desnudo means naked in Spanish, and it's, when you think about it, the naked ingredients have to be the best quality that we can find.
The brothers buy beans from the same farmers in the same small Colombian town. After a slow first year,
one big influencer in town posted about us, and the next day we just had a line, and thankfully it hasn't stopped.
Order for Justin.
The hottest item, the brown sugar miso latte.
And then your matcha.
A taste from the Trujillo's home country.
Austin in general is just this amazing, welcoming place. Gusto conocerte. Bueno, gracias.
To the city they now call home. Desnudo recently opened a third location on South Lamar, and the next 2 weekends they'll be here at Zilker Park working the VIP area at ACL. Adam Bennett, KVUE News.
An honor there. Those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Mark Mullins.